video. This is like a heart-to-heart tea time. Cheers. And I wanted to share with you guys where I am in my life, where I'm going, and the future of the Sweet Potato Soul brand and YouTube channel. Let me just preface that by saying the brand is going nowhere. We're still here, though we are growing. My business is growing, my team is growing, obviously my platforms are growing, and I'm just excited. Life is going really well. I am very blessed. But I wanted to give you guys an update because so much has happened since I did a life update. The last one I did, I think it was when I announced that I was leaving Los Angeles, and I told you guys why. Little funny story, when I went to the Bahamas right before Christmas for a little solo vacation, I filmed this whole video, and that was only like the second week of December. I filmed this whole video. It's gorgeous, an amazing setting, but the audio was messed up because it was really windy, because I was like way up. I was literally above the jungle. It was beautiful, but it was too windy. Hello from the beautiful Bahamas. I have notes that I've been taking here on my phone as I was sitting out looking at the ocean, which is right there behind me. But it's funny because since I filmed that video, a lot has changed. I mean, it's only been a month and a half, but still, a lot has changed in the last month and a half, so it's only perfect that I refilm this video and update you with the new updates, okay? So, let's get into it. All right, y'all, so I'm about to spill the tea. If you follow me on Instagram and if you just like pay, you know, a little bit of attention to my life, then you might have noticed that Max isn't around anymore. Well, he's still around, but you know, we don't live together. So in case you missed it, Max and I decided to separate. It's been over a year now, but when we moved here to Georgia, it was like official. We weren't living together anymore. He actually lives very close by. He is co-parenting with me. He's actually a really good dad and co-parent. I mean, he moved to Georgia. He's not from here. So that's huge, the fact that he did that. And I'm just really grateful to him, but we are no longer together. And yeah, that's just the way it is. I'm not gonna spill that much tea. I'm not gonna explain all the ins and outs of why, but that is true. So if you're wondering, where is Max? He's down the street. We moved down here to Atlanta, Georgia, my hometown, at the very, very, very end of May. It was like May 28th. It was an amazing decision. I am so happy here. I'm so happy we moved back home. I live in a great walkable area. I'm close to everything. I love my house. I live in a old, very, very old Victorian bungalow, which is just oozing with charm and even some sophistication, and I'm obsessed. I'm in love with it. And it's just so cool to be near my family again, and more importantly, to see baby Jay grow up surrounded by my family and just surrounded by love. She gets to see all of my family every weekend. Nana's here at least 3 days a week, at least 2, sometimes 4. Sometimes she's here the whole week. No, I'm playing. We love Nana around. So she's here taking care of baby Jay, and they're like best friends, literally best friends. And it is the cutest thing, and it is such a gift for me to be able to witness that. So that's the house. Yes, I'm separated, but I'm also surrounded by family and friends here as well. I'm one of 6 families that relocated of my friend group in LA. I'm one of 6 who have already relocated here to Atlanta, and I'm the only one from Atlanta. So it's cool because I already have my mommy friends here. They were the same mommy friends in LA, and I have a community. I have friends in the neighborhood. It's just awesome. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to have moved back home. Now, the biggest challenge now is definitely being a single mom. I definitely wasn't planning to be a single mom. It was not in my, I didn't think it was in my cards. I literally only got married less than 4 years ago. I had been with Max for like 12 years by the time we got married, or 10 years by the time we got married. 10. Definitely didn't expect to break up, especially so soon after our child was born. But it happened, and luckily, because I have such a strong business And I've worked my butt off to get to this point. As a single mom, it's not as difficult for me as it was, say, for my single mother, because yes, I have to work a lot, but I love my job. This is my job. How could I not love just sitting in front of a camera and like, you know, talking and sharing and educating and entertaining? Like, it's the best. So I have an amazing job that I really love. And I'm at this place in my career where I have so much flexibility, so I can spend a lot of time with baby J. So sometimes it feels like I'm a stay-at-home mom, and at the same time I am a full-time working mom because I work from home and I get to stay with her and I spend so much time with her. So that's really nice. But of course, still, despite having money and despite living near my family, being a single mom is still challenging, you know, when she wakes up in the middle of the night, when she has a cold, when she's acting cray-cray, who's the one who has to handle it? Me. I'm the one up all night with the child. I'm the one who, you know, when I'm trying to work and she doesn't want to take her nap, I'm sitting on the computer like, putting my music up really loud so I don't hear her, and I still can hear her because I can feel her too. It's deep, y'all. It's deep. So it's challenging, but I'm one of those people, after having had like all sorts of crazy stuff, dealing with like depression and stuff and anxiety in my past, and having gone past that, gotten over that, I have basically become the type of person who focuses on the good stuff, what's going well, gratitude. So even though I'm actually going through quite a few challenges in my life, I don't focus on them. So it's only when I talk about them, like right now, that I realize, oh yeah, that's pretty difficult. Because otherwise I don't focus on them and I just like live my life and get through it, and I'm in a good place. So that's why I'm in a good place. But yeah, being a single mom is difficult. Don't let anybody tell you it's not, because it is. It's like when people say, oh, when you get your eyebrows threaded, it doesn't hurt. Or when you get your nose pierced, it's not gonna hurt. Girl, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. That's exactly how I feel being a single mother. Speaking of being a single mom and my child, baby J is thriving. She also loves being here and being surrounded by her family, and everybody else is so happy, of course, too. But it's great because it's not just her dad and I taking care of her. She has her family. She has a nanny here. She has friends here who live in the neighborhood. We have like a regular play date with certain friends, and she's doing really well. And because we're co-parenting so well, she sees her father every day, and he lives literally around the corner from us. I know, sounding like him and Kanye, but you know, it is a little bit like that, but in a good way, not that much drama. Anyway, because she gets to see her father every day and spend so much time with him, I think it's very helpful. It was helpful for her in the transition to living with just one parent, but also going forward and just in the everyday life, it's great. It's great for all of us because it's a great way to balance out the stress of, for me, being a single parent, and for him, the stress of not living with his child, and for her, the stress of not living with both parents. So baby J is great. That's all I can say. She's thriving. She's great, and I'm great because of it. Now that I've told you about how my family life is going, let me tell you a little bit about the business and talk about what's next for Sweet Potato Soul. So my business has been growing so much since I moved here to Atlanta. I mean, you know, I started Sweet Potato Soul in 2010, so that was 12 years ago. I started my private chef company shortly after that, and I was really focused on that for most of the time rather than focusing on the blog, because I didn't think I could make a career out of the blog. I didn't think you could make money out of blogging. But if you guys have been following my story for a while, you know that I actually started working full-time on Sweet Potato Soul in 2016. And ever since then, that's what I've been doing full-time. And it's just been growing more and more and more every year, every few months, every quarter, we're bigger than before. And over the last year, my biggest focus has been on growing my team and really scaling this amazing platform that I have already built, especially growing the blog, my Instagram, and YouTube. And so since moving here to Atlanta, I have hired an amazing videographer / photographer, and also an assistant who is also an amazing photographer who helps me with a lot of my photos. So having that team is crucial. I also still have my same editor and all-around Renaissance woman in Los Angeles working with me full-time, and that just takes so much off my shoulders, allows me to be more present with baby Jay, allows me to dream beyond, the confines of what I've already built. And it just makes it more fun. It's so much fun working with the team. When I was a kid in high school, we had to do group projects. I was like, ugh, I don't want to have to do this. But now it's so much fun to really be able to collaborate with people who are excited about the work just as much as I am. But that is something that I want to continue doing, growing my team in lots of different ways. You'll see the blog is going to be growing a lot in the next year because we're going to start posting a lot more on the blog. I am so glad I'm able to outsource photography and also get some help with writing so that I can focus on the recipe development, because that is my favorite thing. And that's what I'm the most talented at, I think, at least. Yes, I know it. I know it is. The recipe development is crucial. So now I'll be able to develop more recipes and put them out on a more regular basis than I've ever done in the past. So make sure you're signed up for my newsletter, which is delivered to your inbox twice a week. It's important that you do this because you don't want to miss the amazing new recipes that are coming to Sweet Potato Soul. While we're talking about career, I do have a pretty big announcement about YouTube. So I've had my YouTube channel for 11 years, and I have kind of gone up and down with my consistency, especially early on. I was just down because I was just doing it as a hobby, straight hobby, until 2016 when I started really taking it seriously. And I've seen amazing growth. I've created this great community of you guys who make me just so happy. I love reading your comments. I love interacting with you on Instagram, YouTube, on all the platforms. But YouTube does take a lot of work, and it takes a lot out of me. So after today, after this video, we're actually going to be, I don't want to say I'm taking a break, and I don't want to say I'm quitting YouTube, but I'm going to start doing YouTube more in a seasonal fashion. So I posted my first video of the current season at the very beginning of November. I think it was actually November 1st, World Vegan Day. Now it's been November, December, January. It's been 4 months of consistent posting to YouTube, and that's a season, and it was a great season. I'm so proud of the videos that we created for YouTube, but the season is over. The season is over, and I need to refresh. I need to figure out what's the next season gonna all be about, because I am getting a little tired of continuing to do the same thing over and over and over, especially because when you do the same thing over and over on YouTube, it actually takes a lot more work than, say, doing the same thing for TikTok or Instagram, which are short form videos. So when I produce content for YouTube, I want to be super excited about it, and I want it to feel new and fresh and exciting and just did I say new? New. And so that's what I'm going to be doing going forward. Instead of just constantly posting week after week after week after week, we're going to post in seasons here on YouTube, and every season will be something different. And I am so excited about that. I do not know what next season is going to be. I don't know when it's going to be. I have no idea, but it's going to be amazing. That is one thing I do know for sure. But until I come back to YouTube, I want to make sure that you guys don't lose track of me. Please follow me on Instagram at Sweet Potato Soul. I post there every day. Like I already mentioned, sign up for my newsletter, and be sure to visit my blog, sweetpotatosoul.com, often, because there's so much amazing stuff there. So many amazing recipes, roundups, and vegan lifestyle tips. And a very, 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 very big announcement for this year is later in the year, I'm gonna start working on my second cookbook. The first cookbook, Sweet Potato Soul, did so well. It came out in the very beginning of 2018, and it still continues to sell amazingly, fantastically, terrifically. It's still doing super well. And I'm still super, super proud of it. People are still discovering it like it just came out yesterday. But I got a lot of new ideas up here in my brain, and I got a lot of things that I want to put out into the world. So I'm going to start working on a new cookbook. So when you're signed up for my newsletter, eventually within the next year, I'm going to start asking for recipe testers. So if you're interested in that, Don't forget to sign up for the newsletter and stay tuned for when I start looking for recipe testers, because it's gonna be so much fun. So I don't wanna end this video just talking about my career. That's super important, but what really matters in life is not your career, it's not money, but it's living your life to the fullest. And that's always what I'm trying to do. I always like to focus on what's going well in my life, and even when things are not going well and things are challenging, I still like to focus on what I'm grateful for, all the gifts that have been given to me. So that's the rule that I live by in life that helps keep me happy and living well. But I want to do more of that, and I want to live more purposefully, starting today and on and on and on. And so that's what I'm going to be doing with more of the free time that I free up by not continuing to post to YouTube every week. I'm going to continue going on long hikes every weekend with my mom and her 6 to 7 dogs. I'm going to continue spending loads of time with baby Jay at the park, here at home, cooking in the kitchen with her, and just, bonding, because the girl is going to go to school before I know it, and she's going to be in college before I know it. So I just need as much time with her as I possibly can get. But yeah, also traveling. I want to travel a lot more this year. I've worked so hard, and I feel like, girl, you better live it up. Work hard, play hard. I did the work hard. Now it's time to play hard, hunty. I'm gonna tell you guys like a little secret that I've actually been interested in doing, because I'm down here in Georgia, this country place. I don't live in the country, I live in the city, but I have started fantasizing about buying a piece of property with a beautiful house on it, even if I have to fix the house up. I don't know about building it from scratch, but with a beautiful house, a beautiful big piece of property, at least 5-10 acres, to start a farm on and start doing farm to table dinners and offering the space for events, and even to do production for TV shows on it, like my cooking show on it. But that's down the line. I just bring it up because that's a dream that I have, and it seems super, super cool. And I don't know when I'm going to accomplish that. But if you want to stay a part of my journey, remember, follow me on Instagram. I post there every day, and I share my journey, and I share what I'm up to. And you won't miss anything as long as you follow me on Instagram and subscribe to my newsletter. And yeah, I'm not going to be here on YouTube next week, but I will be on Instagram, and I will be on my blog, and I will keep my YouTube channel up, and I'll be back before you know it with even better content. It's going to be so good. I just already know it's going to be great. As always, if you have any questions or feedback, please leave it in the comment section down below. And if you have questions about vegan lifestyle and things like that, always feel free to send me an email. I'll put my email address down below too. It's sometimes difficult for me to get to people, but I try my very best. But that's why I recommend just leaving it below the video, just in case I don't see you quickly enough and you need an answer to your question. If I don't see it, someone else in our community will see it. But I'm here to support you. Anything you need or any questions you have, keep them coming. And even if you have questions about the vegan lifestyle, or you want to see certain things done vegan, or you have certain recipe ideas or whatever, still send them my way, because I'm still going to be making videos for other platforms still. So yeah, send them my way. Now, this is not goodbye, so I still have to say, leave a thumbs up on this video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. And even more importantly than ever, please turn on notifications so that when I come back to YouTube, you'll be the first to know. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and thanks for your support and your eyeballs, and for listening to me blabber, and to watching my videos. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you soon. Bye. That was a weird. I gotta practice that. Bye.